The New York Jets completed yet another day at OTAs, and in this video, I want to break down all the things that you need to know what happened at practice today. The media was in attendance, therefore we get a little bit more insight of what happened. Connor Hughes of SNY, Nick Ferry of Jet X Factor, all the beat reporters are there, so we got a really good idea of what's going on at One Jets Drive. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and comment your thoughts and your biggest takeaways of Jets OTAs thus far. It's been a joy to watch Aaron Glenn install this brand new culture, the brand new identity that he's trying to bring here to this Jets football team, and I'm excited to break down this video. I do enjoy making these videos. If you guys cannot tell, it's one of my favorite times of years, OTAs, training camp. I just love breaking down practice and talking about the players on the practice field and all that fun stuff. So if you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget to like the show and subscribe to the channel and hit that share button. So today was an interesting practice. It was getting a little chippy, and we heard from Aaron Glenn, and I definitely want to start off with that because Aaron Glenn is preaching this mindset of everybody playing with passion, everybody feeling themselves with confidence, and the fact that it's getting chippy this early on in OTAs, even though it's in the back end, it's hot outside, training camp is coming up next. It tells you about the competitiveness and the nature of the Aaron Glenn system that he's trying to install and the mindset with this football team, and I feel like him bringing everybody together, I'm like, all right, enough of this, it's pretty cool. But outside of what went wrong at practice, and listen, going after each other and being chippy, there's nothing wrong with that in football. If you guys go to training camp in August, you guys know that all these Jets players go after each other. Every single football team around the league does the same thing. They fight each other because they're competitive against each other. They're competing for spots on the roster, and that's a big deal. They're competing for their lives, it feels like. They're competing for their jobs, right? So definitely funny to see that the Jets are already getting a little chippy at practice. Now, other things I want to talk about, the highlight of practice. I don't have a video of it, of course, yet, but Garrett Wilson apparently had one of the better catches of OTAs. It was a poor throw, but it didn't matter. Wilson went up high, grabbed it, kept the ball away from the body from Michael Carter. Super strong hands, great grab, came crashing down too. That was from Connor Hughes of SNY, and I'm excited because Garrett Wilson really has some energy to him where it feels like he's about to break out and be one of the best wide receivers in football this year. And I really do genuinely believe that because we always talk about the quarterbacks that he's with and the system that he's with, but I think 3 years of NFL experience of Garrett Wilson underneath his belt, I think he has another level of confidence where he believes he can absolutely level up his game to new heights that we have not seen yet. You see all the top tier receivers out there in the league like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, and those guys, and Garrett Wilson is not on that level, but I feel like if you asked him, he thinks he is capable of becoming one of the elite level wide receivers in the NFL. He has all the talent. You know that he's going to get double teamed a lot this year because of the Jets wide receiver room. We don't really have a consensus number 2 or even number 3 yet, so there's going to get a lot of double teams his way, and the fact that he keeps making spectacular catches in practice, we saw him do it last year during the season, so really cool stuff to see him go out there and moss Michael Carter II. I cannot wait for that video to come out. You know it's going to come out eventually by the Jets social team, so it's just a matter of time until we get everything we need to know about Garrett Wilson and his highlights. Another player who had a highlight play today at practice is Xavier Gipson. Xavier Gipson is really interesting, right? He changed his number to number 3, and he's making a lot of moves. Here's Connor Hughes saying, day of the highlight catches, Xavier Gipson gets this one from Tyrod Taylor on situation drill, backed up on 4th and 14. Gipson tipped it and then dove to make the grab. So obviously you love the effort from Xavier Gipson, and it definitely seems like his roster spot, I don't want to say it's safe because you never know, but I think that he definitely has an opportunity here to prove himself as a slot receiver and, of course, impact his team special teams-wise. There's a lot of receivers on this team that's going to be making impacts like Arian Smith. Malachi Corley's already injured, so that's something to keep in mind. But I feel like Xavier Gipson entering, what is this, year 3 or 4 for him? I can't even keep track anymore. I think it's year 3 as an undrafted free agent. He has an opportunity to make a presence out of this season because he is young, and this offense really needs weapons around him, of course. Now, Connor Hughes was very impressed with Justin Fields. It was a nice day for him. He was very accurate, poised over the middle of the field, and I feel like based off of all the things we're seeing coming out of OTAs for the New York Jets, it definitely feels like Justin Fields is looking good. Like, there's never been anybody saying he looks bad. There's a little bit of concern. He's throwing interceptions. He's inaccurate. Like, everything that's coming out of OTA so far regarding Justin Fields has been on the positive side, and I think that's really cool. And listen, it's OTAs. You can't read too much into it. You got to get on the actual turf in the games, and more importantly, training camp to see how he looks. But I think it's a positive early on in OTAs to hear that there's not any negatives around Justin Fields yet. There's nobody saying that he's struggling. And it's been nothing but positivity coming out of Justin Fields. And I think that's a plus. Aaron Glenn spoke at the press conference today, and he was very glowingly, praising, of course, the idea of Justin Fields being his quarterback. He was very, excited about him. And I feel like the matchup between Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson, that's going to be the bread and butter of this offense. That duo is really going to have an opportunity to take the league by storm. I feel like Garrett Wilson has superstar potential like we just talked about. Justin Fields trying to break out on the scene as a quarterback in this league. So I'm really excited about that. And talking about the defense, Connor Hughes mentioned that the defense for the Jets is very aggressive, and they're really all over the place. Xavier Thomas, he has been flashing in OTAs. Yesterday, he had 2 pass deflections for touchdowns. One of them was on Garrett Wilson, which was pretty impressive to see a rookie being able to go up against Garrett Wilson. That's a rookie, and it seems like he's playing with the starters, which is cool, Xavier Thomas. So very interesting to see that matchup. And another rookie that's standing out is Mason Taylor. Aaron Glenn mentioned in his press conference that, yeah, you guys see him catching balls. We know he's capable of that. But what impresses us the most is his ability to block. We love tight ends that can block. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but Aaron Glenn is preaching this thing where, to his wide receivers, if you don't block, you don't get the rock. And I think that's a mantra that he's trying to instill into this organization, that if you're a playmaker on this team, whether you're a wide receiver, whether you're a tight end, blocking is going to be our identity in the run game. That is who we are. And you're not going to get the football if you don't block. And I think that is awesome that these types of mantras is being planted in the brains of these Jets players, because that's what culture is all about, a set standard, a way that we do things. Now these players know, if you're a wide receiver, if I don't block, I'm not going to get the ball in certain situations. So it's pretty cool to see. And I think that you look at the overall consensus of the New York Jets right now, there's a lot of fun happening. There's a lot of new, fresh energy going on, and Aaron Glenn just does not seem like he's messing around, bro. Like, everything about him, I'm really on board about, and it's just a matter of time until we get to see him out there as the Jets head coach. If you guys want to come through to Jets Media Day this season, it's going to be for game number 1 of the entire year, the opener, week 1 against Pittsburgh. It's awesome. Tickets are on sale now. The link is in the description, of course, if you want to check it out. Really excited about this, because this is the 4th year we're doing this event, and I've never done the home opener before, so I'm really excited about that. The energy in the stadium is going to be buzzing, man. It's going to be electric to see what's going to go on with the New York Jets at opening day at Jets Media Day. So that's going to wrap up this video of OTAs today. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section, anything that I missed, of course, and hit that like button if you guys enjoyed. And as always, let's go Jets, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.